I have another fabulous book page project for you today. This is an interactive tag with pockets, and it swings open and you have a Scrappy notepad behind it. We have a pocket on that, and a pocket back here, and a pocket on the very front. So let me show you how to make these. Super easy, super easy. You're just going to need some card to back each of the tags with and to make your pockets with. I have these here that I believe came from Hobby Lobby. And I have some book pages. And I have a Scrappy Pad ready to go. And some stickers and a sentiment. And so we're going to duplicate this, maybe use a different stencil. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So I have book pages here. These are a layer of 2 book pages glued together, and that's what's going to go on the tags. I'm simply going to glue this card base to the book page. And we just want to make sure that I center this over the text so that the tag will be covered with the text. And let's go ahead and trim that out. Set that aside. And let's glue a base to this one. Okay, and measurements really don't matter at this point, but we'll go ahead and make these the same. So I'm just going to mark that. You guys, I apologize for my voice. My husband went to a wedding out of town, and he brought back a gift for me. Germs. Pretty much over it now, but the voice is not quite recuperated fully yet. All right, so there's the back tag. And then our front tag, a little bit shorter. Okay. Go ahead and cut our tag shape up here. Round our corners. These little things go flying. All right. Now we're going to pull out a stencil. I used this lace stencil for that one. I think I'm going to do something different. I think I'm going to use this one. And I'm just using Vintage Photo because that's what I've got here. You can use any color you want. Okay, and there's that one. They look really good. I'm going to go ahead and ink around the outer edges too. Okay, now on these, I did do some splatter. It does take time for that to dry, but I'm going to go ahead and do that quickly with, let's see, we'll get something other than black. Let's use some gold. I have this splatter box, but I swear it never fully contains the paint. Okay, that shows up very subtly, and it's kind of glittery. So let's dry these really quickly. All right, we'll set these aside and let's go ahead and make our pockets. So I'm just going to cover another one of these cards with a book page. Ideally, you would let all of this dry before you started cutting it, but who wants to wait for that? All right. Again, measurements don't really matter here. You make your pockets whatever you want them to be. I'm going to go ahead and make mine the same. Right, there's one pocket. There's another pocket. And then we have a smaller pocket on the back. So let's get another book page. All right, and there's our third pocket. Wrong one. All right, so let's go ahead and round these corners. All right, we get our stencil back out. All right, you can splatter these too. I'm not going to, but you certainly can. I'm going to ink around the edges. Okay. That didn't take long at all. So we're going to put, make sure I'm matching. We're going to put this pocket here, small pocket back here, okay? And then this pocket right here. And you can glue them. That's perfectly fine to do that. I am actually going to sew around mine to hold the pockets in place. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come right back. Okay, these are all sewn together. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is attach our Scrappy notepad to this back tag. And on this one, I had a strip of, I think it was a snippet packet from Tim Holtz. I know it's Tim Holtz, but it was just a little strip. I cut it down to fit the width of the notepad. This is just a piece of decorative paper, scrap, and I'm just going to trim this down to fit the pad. Okay. And what we're going to do is put little tiny brads in here. And that way you can just continue. This is how you will take your Scrappy Pad in and out with these brads. I'm going to measure where to put the brads. Find my center. Okay, so I'm going to put one right here and right here. Just going to take my pokey tool and as best I can try to get this at the same level, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It probably won't be perfect. Oops. It's always popping out. All right, then we want to line this up on this back tag. Center it as best you can. And hold, while you're holding everything in place, we want to take our pokey tool and punch through that tag. Make sure everything is nice and straight. Now this is the one part not everybody's going to like, and that's being able to see the legs of the brad on the back side of the tag. That bothers a lot of people, and I'm one of them. But it was more important to me to come up with a way to replace the Scrappy Pad on the tag than it was these brad showing on the back. Okay, so there's that. Now we want to attach this to this, but before we go there, let me go ahead and put some of our decorative elements on here. So I'm using these black and white stickers because I love them and you can see through them. So we're going to put one here and one here. And it just melts right into the paper. I love them. All right, let's do this one. Okay, and on the back here, I just put a couple of simple labels. All right, now let's do the sticker for the front tag. Hopefully this won't take 3 days to peel the backing off. All right, now we can attach our little sentiment down here to the front. I think I inked this. I think I like it right there. All right, now we're going to attach these little beauties together. So I'm going to find the middle. Go down here. We'll find the middle. Let's poke a hole through there. Put these two together, line them up, and poke through the front. Then we're going to take our next brad, and this is a larger brad, which I would highly recommend one rather than those little tiny ones. What is the deal? There we go. Okay, so those are now attached, and you can swivel it around. You can do some secret journaling here or tear this off and use it somewhere else. And I'm just going to take the tags that I put in this, and these are just tags from my stash. Again, some of these I believe are Tim Holtz. Take these tags and put them in here. And then on the back, this is a tag from Artie Mays. And it fits in the pocket perfectly and covers up those little brad legs. All right, guys. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Nothing. You can use all the materials from your stash. You can use file folder for the base. This is what I was using today. It comes in a big pack like this. And they measure a little less than 4 inches wide by a little less than 9 inches tall. So that made it easy. I just made the tags based on the width, and that was less cutting that I had to do. But anyway, you use what you have. File folder, cardstock. They don't need to be super heavy. These are sturdy enough like they are. Okay. It has multiple purposes, and it'll fit right into a pocket. It's not wide. So guys, if you had any questions about anything you saw me use today or anything you saw me do, don't hesitate to ask. Just leave your questions in the comment section below. I so very much appreciate you spending your time with me today, and I hope you have a very blessed day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.